Hello, my name is Ravi. I'm from My Cancer Haven, and today in the Conversation with Cancer Expert series, we have Dr. Ajai Chari, Professor of Medicine. He's Director of the Myeloma Program at one of the premier myeloma institutes in the United States, the University of California in San Francisco, and he's going to give us updates on the DREAM 7 and DREAM 8 studies that came out at ASCO and EHA, and tell us whether we are ready for the return of Belantamab Mafadotin or Blenrep. So welcome, Ajay.
Thank you, Ravi, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Ajay, obviously, Blenrep is not really a new drug. It had been on the U.S. market, was withdrawn, I think, a couple of years ago. It has obviously still remained available for those who were benefiting, and some select patients are still on it, but we've not had new starts on this for a long time. So it'll be great to review the data that came out and see how you put this in context and how you see this being incorporated at a future date in your practice. So we'll start out with the DREAM 7 study. So could you just tell us, a little bit about the study design, and then we'll come down to the results.
Sure. Well, first, I think just to put the Belantamab history in context, it was initially approved for accelerated approval, but then the DREAM 3 study was Belantamab monotherapy versus Pom-Dex as a doublet. And even though there was an efficacy signal, it didn't meet the statistical endpoints, and there was also a REMS program for the ocular toxicity, so it was withdrawn. And what's really unique about 7 and 8, it's refreshing, it's a breath of fresh air to really see triplet versus triplet, right? Because for the last probably 10 to 15 years, we've seen triplet versus doublet. And of course, they're positive studies. And then we saw monotherapy versus doublet was a negative study. So what's unique here, this is actually triplet versus triplet. This is Belantamab with bortezomib and dex versus the control arm was daratumumab, bortezomib and dex. We can pontificate on whether that is the best control arm or not, but let's at least acknowledge that it's triplet versus triplet. And the VD is the same in both arms. And then it's twice weekly, as, no one loves that, but it's 1 to